Libya, our late friend Muammar Gaddafi had his issues. I fought Gaddafi twice because he intervened in our affairs. 1972, because he was supporting Idi Amin. He was saying that Idi Amin is a Muslim and he's supporting a Muslim.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.
Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, man. It's your boy, Mr. J, man. They call me J. I'm a motherland and I do live out in the diaspora, and I do drop vlogs every day talking about issues affecting my continent. Yes, if you don't know what continent I'm talking about, take a wild guess. Yep, that's Africa, man. Hey, I beg of you, man, do support this channel, man. Just give us a thumbs up. And for those that want to go the extra mile, please do consider being a paid member, man. It's only $1.99, $2 a month. If you do that, man, you will help Mr. J a whole lot. Thank you to everybody that's watching Mr. J from across the world, man. The US, Russia, man, Uganda, Nigeria, South Africa, Cameroon, man, Ethiopia, man, Pakistan, India, man, Egypt, Indonesia, man. Yo, the list goes on and on. Germany, Netherlands, man, France, United Kingdom, Morocco. It's all love. Thank you. I'm just doing what I gotta do, my own quarter, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, somebody sent me something a couple of days ago, which, you know, I've been on this wild research recently, trying to understand, like, you know, Africa has been seeing a whole lot of coups in the Sahel region, and we've been seeing a whole lot of these leaders taking drastic steps that are revolutionary, and I got to think, man, which other African leader recent memory was actually a leader of a revolution? And it dawned on me, Muammar Gaddafi of Libya was. So I went and I took a look at the moment this man took over power and where he left the country at, and what happened after they took him out. Talking about they as the West, France, the United States and the Allies, they took Muammar Gaddafi out. And then I asked myself, if this man, the leader of a revolution in Africa, had done so much for Africa, I'm talking about infrastructural projects, I'm talking about giving agricultural loans, I'm talking about building mosques, I'm talking about paying out of his pocket a satellite to help the whole continent, I'm talking about calling on them to come to him for loans without any profit interest rate. So what happened that all of these African leaders who claim to be united, what happened that during that period, none of them said a word? Because during that whole period, when Gaddafi made the speech in Benghazi calling his people cockroaches, he was not relating to the people, but he was related to the people that actually were siding with the West. Betrayals. And then I asked myself, is there any reason why you guys will go to the African Union, you claim to be brothers, which of course we know that they are not, and then you let a foreigner come into your continent and then take out one of the revolutionary people in your continent who single-handedly paid for a satellite that is helping you today? And then I fell on this video which the current president of Uganda, man, His Excellency Museveni, he gave a speech because there were so many videos, there were so many vlogs online claiming that this man betrayed Gaddafi. There was so many information that, oh, this man didn't like the idea that Gaddafi wanted to be the president of Africa. He wanted to create a currency, blah, 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 blah. And then this man in his defense decided that, you know what? I need to speak up, because if I don't speak up, maybe people will still keep thinking. And then this man gave us one of the greatest speeches, which I think every African leader needs to take a look at this, understand it, assimilate it, digest it, and understand that when the West is bent on stopping somebody from doing something good for the continent, they will go at every length. So this man gave a speech speaking and talking about how NATO stopped 6 African presidents from landing in Libya to talk to Gaddafi before assassinating him. I'll not talk too much. Let me play I want you to watch, and then I'll come back and give you my take. Watch.
Our late friend Muammar Gaddafi had his issues. I fought Gaddafi twice because he intervened in our affairs. 1972, because he was supporting Idi Amin. He was saying that Idi Amin is a Muslim and he's supporting a Muslim. Yes, Idi Amin was a Muslim, but an idiot also. Are there no idiot Muslims? There must be some idiot Muslims. So in 1972, Muammar Gaddafi sided with Idi Amin, and we had to fight him. I fought Muammar Gaddafi. 1979, again, he intervened on the side of Idi Amin. We had to fight him again. But in the end, we made peace with Gaddafi. And he had his issues, he had his ideas. Sometimes we would agree with him, sometimes we would not agree with him. Now, when this problem of Libya started, the African Union, with our chairman, who is here now, this gentleman here, they formed a committee of a few of us. I think we were 6. I was one of them. The whole of the African Union gave that committee a mandate to look for a solution for the Libyan problem. Now, on one occasion, I didn't go that time. These excellencies, this one here, Jacob Zuma, and the others, I was not there, but my minister was among them. They entered a plane in Nouakchott, in his place. They were going to Libya to mediate. And they were told by NATO to go back. Yes. Said, you go back. Yes, he's here. If I'm telling you lies, I'm not the one who invited him, you're the one who invited him. African presidents on an African mission over African soil were ordered by NATO to go back. That NATO has not allowed them to land in Libya. Now, we call this in Swahili dharau, contempt. This is contempt. So now you can weigh yourselves now. Your presidents were ordered by NATO. 6 of them, not 1. If it was only 7, maybe you could say. 6 excellencies, African excellencies, were ordered, go back. Over Africa. Now, these fellows didn't listen to us. They continued. They killed Gaddafi. Now Libya is in tatters. Up to today. And the problem did not only end in Libya, it went into Mali, it has gone now into Chad. The whole area is in flames. Egypt, yes. So now you see where you are.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you heard from His Excellency Museveni of Uganda. Shout out to my Ugandan people, my brothers and sisters. We are one. He's a great man. He spoke out, and you can tell that this man was getting stuff off his chest, because a whole lot of people had already made up their mind due to propaganda online that this man actually sold Gaddafi out. And a whole lot of Africans didn't know of this story. Maybe you know, maybe you didn't know. Well, Mr. J is letting you know. NATO, which is a Western entity, Western, proxy, warned these people, man. 6 presidents from Africa to go to Libya to talk to Gaddafi before they assassinated him. Because, as he said, this war was going on. They had the differences with Gaddafi. They agreed with what he said and they didn't agree with what he said. Let me just say this. When you are a revolutionary individual, a whole lot of people will not agree with everything you say. But fast forward today, we are seeing that mostly everything Gaddafi said. I'm not going to sit here and say that he did have some mistakes or some errors. Of course, he's human. But everything that Gaddafi said is happening. And now these folks are crying and regretting why they did not help Gaddafi out. But he said, I will paraphrase, man. The African Union, created a commission, man, mandated 6 presidents to go and talk to Gaddafi to see how they can resolve this whole mess. And guess what? On their way to do that, NATO, man, told them that they should, turn back. If they don't turn back, they were going to shoot them. Man, we would have lost 6 African presidents. I would have loved the fact that these people have, you know where we are going to go and see how NATO is going to take down 6 African presidents. That would have been the chaotic news. But we all know that through NATO, man, that's how France, they bombarded Libya, and that's how the US, they financed liberate fighters, like they call them moderate fighters, and then they killed Gaddafi. We saw the video, which was very crazy. It's rather unfortunate that one of Africa's greatest revolutionary leaders, man, was reduced to that level and killed like, a thug. Some of you say he was a dictator. It doesn't matter. Look at what he did to Libya. And then look at what happened after all the bombardment, man. Gaddafi died. Libya has never been the same. Till today, civil wars, factions fighting, and then the bombardment of the dam, and then the flood, people dying. Look at all of that. I'll end this vlog by saying this. Should African leaders, as from today, start ensuring that no foreign entities, especially Western entities, come in and take out one of their own who is trying to do the best for his people? But when I say this, I can't help but think about the whole Sahel region, where ECOWAS is still planning, where they're still planning to attack Niger to put back in place a puppet that was put by the West. Leave your comment, man. This is really pathetic, and this shit still hurts to today, because we are seeing the way Libya has been reduced to nonsense. Amadia, I hope you did give us that thumbs up, man. From me to you, peace.
Creation, reaction, God. Big up TRB family. Mr. J, I see you. I know some artists don't do this. God bless you and your family.